Hey everybody, welcome back to Texas 911 Dispatcher. My name is Curtis, and today we're going to be talking about how to find a job as a 911 dispatcher. So let's get into that. Hey everybody, and welcome back. So today we're talking about how to find a 911 dispatch job. Now there's several ways that you can do that. And if you haven't watched it already, please make sure that you go back to the last video that I did. I'll try to leave a link right up here in the top of my last video on what it's like to be a 911 dispatcher. Because honestly, this job is not for everybody. Even though I'm a firm believer that if you set your mind to something, you can do it. But finding the job is the first step in that process. Well, actually, it's the second step. The first step is actually deciding if you want to be a 911 dispatcher. So let's get into the second step on finding the job. So let's go over to the computer and we're going to check out there. And I'm going to show y'all some websites y'all can look at to find jobs in your area or area that you'll be moving to or something like that. So let's go over to the computer and check that out. All right, so the first uh, website they're going to be looking at is called Governmentjobs.com. And I'll leave a link in the description to the ones that I can. And this one will definitely be one of them, and there's a couple more. But first and foremost, governmentjobs.com is probably one of the most diverse websites you can go to because not only will it have 911 dispatch jobs, but it will have other jobs as well, like law enforcement and fire EMS and stuff like that. And it is everywhere, not just in your local area. So this is one place you can go to start maybe to see if there's something on there, or if you are going someplace else, if you're moving somewhere and you want to get a job as a 911 dispatcher, this is something that I would suggest going to because it's going to allow you to look at a more wider area than individual websites we're going to look at here in just a little bit. So this is governmentjobs.com. Now with this you can sign up for it and it'll allow you to put in information about your resume, how long you've been a dispatcher, what your qualifications and stuff are, and that will help in the long run, being that it will fill out some of the information for you already when you apply online. So let's go ahead and try to sign up for this. So we're going to sign up for it. We're going to put our information in. Texas. All right. So they'll send us a confirmation email, and then we'll go through there and actually do it. So let's go into there, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so email finally came in, and it helps to actually put the right email in there. So make sure that you double check your email when you're signing up for this thing. And as you'll see, it says, hi, Texas 911 dispatcher at gmail.com. Click the link, you'll confirm it, and it will probably take you back. There you go. All right, so we are logged in. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out and move this back over here. All right, so we're logged in, and now we're going to type in a keyword here. We're going to say dispatcher. Actually, you know what? Let's do 911 dispatcher because we don't want it to search for like EMS or like tow truck driver dispatcher or anything like that. And I'm going to say Fort Worth, Texas. Relatively close to where I live. And we're going to click on find jobs. We're going to see if there's anything that is listed in Fort Worth as a 911 dispatcher. And this will not only search for Fort Worth, but also the general area of Fort Worth as well. So here we have a couple of them. This one is in Grand Prairie, just east of between Fort Worth and Dallas. 911 emergency communication specialist, public safety dispatcher, water utility. See, some of these things don't have anything to do with that. City of Irving police telecommunicator, Grapevine telecommunicator. So you find one that you like, and let's say that I want to look at, let's just look at the first one here. So Grand Prairie. I'm going to Grand Prairie. So I can get rid of this ad. There we go. There we go. All right. So it will give you the details of the job. It's full time. Salary is going to be 53 to 78,000 a year. It's going to be part of the Emergency Communications Center and located in Grand Prairie. Gives you kind of a job summary here on what it takes to apply to it and what the minimum qualifications and stuff are, where their shifts are. This is really nice. I really like this. So Grand Prairie, they work 12-hour shifts, which is actually quite common of what dispatch and law enforcement stuff are going to now, working 12. Because with 12s, you actually get every other weekend off. So on this schedule, this one is you will do 3 12s every week, and then a 4-hour shift on one of the days. So this one has on Wednesdays you do a 4-hour shift, and on night shift you do it on Saturdays. So that's pretty cool. I like that. One of being knowing what a agency works is one of the main questions that you should always ask when you're in your interview, if you can't find that information out beforehand. So once you decide that maybe you'd like to do this, and this is going to be close enough to where you live at, you can click on the apply button. And of course, it will require that you log in. Texas 911 dispatcher. Go away, virtual agent. Go away. See if I can type this in right. There we go. Confirm. Oh, gotta check the little check mark there. Confirm. No thanks. All right, and then here is where you import your resume. You can upload it to your computer. You can go through and fill out the information that they have. And this is all the stuff that they require. Information about you in person, your general information, work information, education, references, etc. However, with governmentjobs.com, you can actually go in here and fill out your own resume beforehand, and it will automatically fill this in when you're applying. So that's where this website comes in really handy over applying at other agencies or just individual agencies by yourself. And actually, that's what we're going to look at next. So this here is a good job. This here is a good website to go to if there is any listings in the area that you wanted to go to. But chances are there might not be, so you might have to go one step further. So let's look at looking at individual city web pages and county web pages to see if there's something that you can do there. All right, so simply go in to Google and type in city of whatever or county of whatever or Johnson County, like where I live at here. So first off, we're going to look at a city. So I typed in city of Burleson, which is the city that's close by here that I know have an opening. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on the departments button, and then you're going to look for either human resources, personnel, job openings, stuff like that. So we're going to go into human resources. And then you're going to look for job openings or employment opportunities or something along those lines. This one is actually right here. It says we're under the Join Our Team area. It says Career Portal. You're going to click on that, and then it's going to give you a list of all the jobs that are available for the city of Burleson. And if we scroll down here, you'll see here in just a second that there is right here, Public Safety Communications Specialist. It will tell you the pay rate of 41.5 to 50 starting out. And of course, this all depends on your experience. If you have been a dispatcher already, this might be higher. Of course, if so, you're probably not going to be watching this video. But this is a starting salary. You click on details, and it will give you a list of all the requirements that they require, any previous experience if they require, they might require stuff like that. And then sometimes it'll give you the option to apply directly on there. Like here, it says apply now. So you can click there and create an account or what have you. Or you can simply go on, download an application, or go to the actual city and get the application, fill it out, and turn it in. Next up, let's look at counties. So this is the county that I live in here in Texas, Johnson County. And I also know that they have openings. Again, we're going to go to departments. And this time, if you look right over here on the right side, you'll see where it says job openings. So let's click there. And that will take us to the page that says what kind of job openings they have. If I can actually get it to click on my iPad. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, there's quite a few openings that are here in Johnson County. Deputy, dispatcher, jailer, nurses, clerks, all that stuff. We're interested in dispatchers, so we're going to click on that. And again, it's going to show you what the pay scale is. In Johnson County, starting out is $37,812. Lower than Burleson, most counties are. They are going to be a lot less than municipalities. So if you want to work for a PD and you want to make a little bit more, then definitely go with the PD. I kind of like working for a sheriff's office more, to a certain degree, maybe less politics, so to speak. But the only thing bad about working for a sheriff's office is every 4 years or so, when the election is, if a new sheriff comes in, your job is in jeopardy because they might want to come in and clean house, and they might not want old people there. So you might not have a job just because the new sheriff was elected. But as you can see here, this is a list of all of the things that they require, the knowledge that they require, skills, training, previous experience, stuff like that. Um, so yeah, that's the two ways you can do it individually. If you live somewhere like I do, I know that there's about 7 towns around here that I can look at that are within about a 20-25 mile drive, and I can look up each individual websites um, individually to see what they have. And a lot of times this is a lot better than doing like governmentjobs.com. All right, so the next thing you could potentially find stuff on is Indeed. Indeed is a very good website when it comes to finding jobs, and that's any job. So again, we're going to type in 911 dispatcher. So again, we're going to type in 911 dispatcher. And again, you'll find some that are 911 dispatch oriented. Others are not. Here we have one for the city of Arlington. We have Parker County Fire Alarm, which is a fire dispatch. Hood County is on here, which is one county over. And it'll tell you what their starting wages and stuff are. Again, it will go in here and allow you to look at what they require, um, what their benefits are, stuff like that. Different things will be listed on here as well. And with Indeed, you can apply directly on the website, and it will again fill out information that you have built into Indeed. So that's a good thing as well. So those are the basically three main ways you can find a 911 job and how to apply to them. So in the next video, we're going to be talking about the actual process of, actually, we're going to be talking about things to do while you're applying for different jobs, because the hiring process for any government job is rather extensive, and unfortunately it's going to take a while. So what should you do in the meantime while you're waiting for that callback for an interview, while you're waiting for the callback to come in and sit down and chat with them or whatever? What should you be doing? So make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well as click on the bell icon so you don't miss that video and all the other videos that I have. I'm going to be posting on Mondays and Thursdays of every week, especially through this series. I want to get this information out as fast as possible to help out y'all that are potential 911 dispatchers or are looking for how to do this. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please share this with your friends. Share this with somebody that you know that might be interested in becoming a 911 dispatcher. And I hope to see you again on the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe out there.